Because of the HIV virus that I have attained, I will have to retire from the Lakers.
For Earvin Magic Johnson, it has been more than 20 years since his announcement of having the HIV virus. Since then, he has fought and battled in order to be living today. ESPN Films releases their latest documentary entitled The Announcement, which follows the inspiring story of Magic Johnson with interviews from family and friends as we come to discover how his disease would help in changing the world.
I'm going to see something with meaning. This kind of brings the whole Magic Johnson story full circle. We even get to hear what Cookie went through during that era.
Now you're going to hear how they felt, how it impacted them or affected them 20 years ago as well as today. So you'll hear from my son Andre because he was a young man at that time, and so he has his own feelings on how he felt about his dad having HIV. Then you're going to get the perspective of my wife Cookie and what she went through. As
guests filed in for the private premiere with refreshments in hand, others made their way down the red carpet where they shared with us how the events on November 7th, 1991 had impacted them.
In those days, when you said you had AIDS, that was a death sentence. That was, you were a bad person. No one, there are players that wouldn't want to touch you, or to have the courage not to only admit it, but to do something about it and live a life that's holistic now, and dealing with that and passing the message on to others is very important.
You know, at one point, of course, it was devastating and it was depressing. But now, again, I'm thinking that it's positive because hopefully people can use it.
Gosh, well, it really changed the world and changed sports, and so just a very monumental moment.
We were on the phone one morning, and I remember crying like a little woman, you know, and Magic said, "Hey, dog, hold it together because you got to help me live forever." I'll never forget those words. Now, 20-some-odd years later, I realized if it hadn't have been someone the magnitude of Earvin Magic Johnson, we wouldn't have listened, and we wouldn't be profiting 20 years later from his experience and the knowledge that he's brought.
A story told for audiences of all ages, director Nelson George hopes the film calls attention to HIV and serves as an educational tool, which seems to be the common goal of many others as well.
I'm hoping that people will see this story and they'll take that story and go talk to other people about it and use it as a tool. I'm hoping that teachers will use it in school to talk to the students about it, because I think that right now we've gotten complacent and people are not talking about HIV and AIDS anymore. I don't think they're afraid of it like they used to be in 1991.
I want them to take away the fact that, you know, I never gave up, and I went public because I want to educate people and save people's lives. And you know, sometimes when you make a mistake, it hurt people, and those who love you, it hurt them.
The NBA legend, known for his passing skills, has switched his focus from assisting his teammates on the hardwood to now assisting and empowering educational youth. Ivan Kwan reporting for SoCalSportsMedia.com.
I plan on going on, living for a long time, bugging you guys like I've always had.
Hi, I'm Arsenio Hall, and I'm watching SoCal Sports Media.
SoCal Sports Media, and you better not turn the channel off.